Welcome back, everybody, to Beyond the Pine, episode 62. The Halloween... Oh, I thought you were going to keep doing that. That was nice.
I am. The ho Halloween special.
Oh, Kid Bud, you're mixing up Christmas again.
We're going to get some candy.
I'm Steven Suptic.
I'm Clayton James.
I'm James. D'Angelo.
And we have a guest.
Unfortunately.
Hi.
This is our friend Marty Bin Laden.
Rest in peace.
Rest of soul, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
There's
thing.
no way he's alive.
Dude, that dog had to have been dead on the drive over.
Well, I brought him to a kill shelter.
Did you actually?
No.
It had to be. I don't think it was like a good shelter.
It was it was the only one open 24 hours, that's for sure. And I said, like,
24-hour shelter?
Is this a kill shelter for emergencies?
Is this a kill shelter? Yes, it's
Emergency
only
shelter?
Yeah.
Sir, it's not a shelter.
They have an emergency
it's a
shelter,
dog.
James.
It's a dog kill station.
But a shelter
Dog
isn't
kill
like
station.
a pet hospital.
No, it was not a pet hospital. It was an emergency shelter.
So there is a chance he's still alive. You're saying?
Yeah, they said they were going to try to
They were gonna try to save him.
They were going to try to A, get him back to his family, or
Did
B,
he have a collar?
kill his ass. No, I'm kidding. Or they were just going to try to find a new home. Maybe get him into an adoption.
That dog needed more than just help. It needed a new life. What's on the screen right now? Yeah. So this is the Halloween episode. I've put.
Oh no!
Ew! What is that fucking thing?
Oh dude, these are just cutscenes from House of the Dead, the arcade game.
It looks like the werewolf from Harry Potter.
So we have for all our
The
audio
lichen.
listeners out there, you can't see what's behind
The
me.
lichen.
It's on the TV screen instead of the usual fireplace.
Can they hear it though?
It is scary Halloween things. I don't even know what the audio of this would be, but I don't want to risk it because it's probably super loud and annoying.
And it also could be the previous audio, maybe.
Dude, you just turn it on. One more time.
Or that girl.
Time
It's my time.
to shine away.
We presented Show of the Year. I don't think we've talked about that.
That's
And
true.
It's
Yeah.
an important thing because I was surprised they brought us back. I guess
Same.
is it like
I
a
think it's a tradition. Yeah.
is it a tradition to have the Show of the Year winners present
Yeah.
the? It is.
I don't know. It is. They do it every year.
So who
That makes
thinks here that we will be invited next year?
I think we'll be invited, but I don't think we'll be nominated. Or who knows?
I don't know. Do they invite creators that aren't even a part of it whatsoever?
Yeah.
I guess
Dude, that
because we
room's
have
full,
them.
man.
True.
That room is full. There's like what, 20 awards?
Yeah. That's true.
Criticisms?
There's tons of people.
Last year, really liked John Cozart as a host.
He was a great.
Yeah.
host.
I like the Try Guys content as hosts. I think they Try Guide a little bit too hard.
They
I think
tried. They
guys.
tried, guys. Fucking pound it, dude.
Yeah, and it didn't catch my attention. I thought there were some cringy moments for sure. Like a lot of the jokes didn't hit.
Yeah.
Now, granted, us on stage on the Streamies, I've never had anything that worked.
Well,
No,
but
it's
that's our
tough.
Thing. That's our thing, though.
Not intentionally.
It's our thing.
Well, the speech last year was good.
Can you face the mic closer to your
Our
mouth?
speech last year.
Yes, yeah.
The speech
No.
was good.
Go
The
Boilers.
comedic points didn't hit at all.
I think we did
Boilers.
so much better this year than last year.
Yeah, our fans liked it. They watched it and
Well,
went
last year
like
was better.
it was very us.
Because we won an award.
Dude, what if you open the letter and the winner is the Broilers?
And just
Oh, that would have been great.
And nobody. Some people just went. What?
one guy in there with a Broilers hat.
Who's that?
What? Sick.
I love the Broilers.
Brief, but sad note about the Streamies. It was something I didn't expect to happen, and it's not just about the Streamies. It happened at the Streamies, and it had also happened to me earlier in the week.
It's okay to cry. Too.
Sugar Pine
sharp.
7 has experienced a fit of bullying.
Yes.
We've been bullied recently. Now, I was bullied. I was bullied on a Pokemon Go walk.
What?
You deserve that.
Nobody knew I was playing Pokemon Go. There is no way, because I was walking down a street at night next to a mall, and sure enough, in the parking lot right next to me, some teens in their stupid ass, probably a Toyota Camry, were
It's a dope
all
car.
sitting together looking out at me, and one of them in particular got the nerve to yell an unmentionable word at me
The F
multiple
word.
times, and I didn't react.
Multiple times.
Oh yeah,
Pieces of
He was-
shit.
yeah, he was
I would have
saying
beat
that,
the shit out of them for you.
and I was gonna look up, but then I was like, I'm just gonna keep walking.
That's so sad.
I know. I was like, if I actually cared about this, and someone was watching this from an outside perspective, this would be the saddest shit ever.
Yeah.
To watch.
Did it affect you at all?
No,
Or did you think it was funny? You're
thought it
like,
was
I
funny.
am.
I thought it was funny because I was thinking, like, would I have ever done that when I was a kid?
Yes.
Didn't have a car,
Probably.
couldn't have.
Absolutely you would have.
And then it just reminded me, like, kids suck.
Yeah.
Kids suck
How old were you?
ass.
Like 8?
No, they were old enough to drive a car.
8 or 9?
To be fair,
None of
you
the
would have
laws.
looked very funny
4.5.
if I was in high school and I saw the tallest man on earth head down, like real far down into his phone.
I must have been
walking with extra long strides. I would have
yeah.
laughed. I don't think I would have called you an F word.
Yeah, you wouldn't have F-bombed me, but
I would have said, "Hey,
I have to admit,
figure it out."
On their side, I was about 1 to 2 inches away from my phone screen to my
Yes.
nose, so it was very close. I'm sure it looked strange.
Funny.
Now, were you having trouble seeing the screen, or?
Yeah, did you not have your glasses on, or did you have your glasses on?
To be honest, I think I was just really into it.
Catching some Pokemon.
Yeah, there were several Pokestops around where I was traveling, and
Yeah.
I of course had to, get my full concentration and
Right,
attention
right.
towards it.
And I bet you were walking. Now, put yourself in a place where you're watching me or Steve walk. So
course.
you're walking down. You
I'm
see Steve,
Steve.
and he's missing a few balls. He's trying to catch some Pokemon. He's going, "Stop! F! Fred, come on! Great ball! Great throw!" And then you yell at the F-bomb.
I didn't say anything when I was playing, is the thing. I was minding my own business, walking
Really?
along the street, and
It's hard to believe.
and a couple of kids that were up to no good.
Started making trouble in your neighborhood.
They did, and it really, I thought it was so funny. I thought it was so funny that it happened to me.
It is
Like-
hilarious.
I'm almost a grown man.
Yeah.
No, you don't look it.
I don't look it, I guess, but I'm pretty tall, and I have, I'm almost a man in that stage.
Did you trim?
A little bit.
Wow.
Looks better.
Dude, did you trim like with one setting, like just lower on everything?
I used a pair of scissors.
Oh.
You just kind of cleaned it up.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah,
Proud of you,
trimmed a
man.
little bit of my lip off, had to glue it back on.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Hot glue?
But
Was the glue hot?
the glue was cold.
Okay.
I have a brief thing I need to mention. Also, to add on to that, I think I was actually dressed kind of stylish when I was walking along.
Really?
Because I was
What were you wearing?
I was wearing one of my coats.
Oh, not one of your coats.
One of my jackets.
One
I
of
was
your
wearing one of my. I was wearing one of my
I was wearing
jackets.
one of my
Yeah.
coats, so I was looking fly.
Yeah, no, I was wearing my yellow pea coat, and a green Under Armour.
Yellow pea coat? I was going to say, you don't have a pea
And it had a beautiful brushed steel exoskeleton on.
But the point I'm trying to make is that if I was dressed, maybe a little bit more stylish,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have said those things to me. And
Were you wearing your flip-flops?
that I was.
Oh, that's
I was
why.
wearing my flip flops.
Yeah,
wearing
I would have
your
called you an
and I was
F
walking-
word too.
Were you wearing your fucking...
It was like
your fucking
every time
Krabby
no way,
Patty
were you
shoes?
wearing those,
Were you
dude?
wearing your
No.
Krabby Patty shoes
Even
with no
worse.
socks on?
I was wearing my flip flops, the black
Your
ones. So
fucking feet.
whenever I hit the pavement, it would just be.
So they probably heard you before they saw you. You going, oh, come on. Great
Dude, they're all
throw."
there. I just imagine they're like college guys that are just drunk on like Coors Light and just like, yo, is there a fucking scuba diver walking over here? Like, what's going on over here,
Dude,
bro?
if they were that funny, that would be amazing. But it was. It had a
Just
lack
mean.
of creativity to it. It
One
was
guy's
like
name-
Hanging
one guy's
fruit.
name was
I feel
Chent.
you.
the fact that that guy was able to say that, and then that in his mind would appeal to his friends. That group of people is so dope.
Or I like to look at it like this. He said that, right, to his friends. All his friends were like, dude, grow up.
Maybe.
Dude, that kid clearly is disabled. And I'm just like,
Dude, that kid's not anything. Like,
No, I'm not. I'm just what you said I was.
That kid can't be older than 6 or 7. And you're going to call him that?
That's just the tallest baby ever, dude. He can't even read yet.
I do wish I was dressed better for it. And that brings me to our first sponsor of the day. That's Stitch Fix.
Flawless.
Can we get a clap for Stitch Fix, everybody? Freid, don't touch anything.
Can we get a sync clap for Stitch Fix?
So I've had items from Stitch Fix before. I had a flannel. Unfortunately, I got burned in the fire. But
When you crash the jack?
the pants that I got from Stitch Fix, I think like months and months ago, I still wear to this day. I'm not wearing them right now. I thought I was for a second, but they offer amazing clothes, and let me tell you about them. Stitch Fix is an online personal styling service that finds and delivers clothes, shoes, and accessories to fit your body, budget, and style. Just go to stitchfix.com/pine and tell them your sizes, what styles you like, and how much you want to spend on each item. You'll be paired with your very own personal stylist.
Dope. That's dope.
Who will hand pick items to send right to your door. They will be your personal stylist.
Stylist.
Not slave.
Yep.
Ooh, nope.
They're just focused on you.
They're focused on you.
Yep.
You want something from them, they will give it to you. And they will pick everything that you want, and they know you.
What if I want a dope car?
They'll get you clothes. So then you try the clothes on, and you pay only for what you love. And you return the rest. Shipping, exchanges, and returns are always free. There's no subscription required. You can sign up to receive scheduled shipments or get your fix whenever you want. Stitch Fix's styling fee is only $20, which is applied toward anything you keep from your shipment. So, get started now at stitchfix.com/pine, and you'll get an extra 25% off when you keep all items in your box. That's stitchfix.com/pine to get started today. Stitchfix.com. One more time, everybody. /pine.
Pine. James is actually on Stitch Fix right now ordering some clothes. That's dope. Yeah, those are nice.
You guys ever had to get stitches?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had stitches.
No, I haven't either.
I
Really?
have stitches right here.
Really?
Oh, yes, you did.
What happened to? Why do you have a huge scar along your shoulder?
bite?
That was from the Great
Or-
Depression, wasn't it?
No, the machete wound.
Really?
I got attacked by a guy.
What?
No
Beat him at a
way.
game of pool. Struck me with machete when I was
Damn, I
16.
wish.
This can't be a real
Is this-
story.
I wish
What?
this.
Don't you see the stitches?
Yeah, I do, but there's no way that it's
Freid,
machete.
No,
knife.
you had shoulder
the mask
Dude,
surgery.
no,
off.
I have a scar on my knee,
Take
and
the
I
mask
tell
off
people.
for
What
this.
mask?
I have a scar on my knee, and I tell people that I was attacked by a cougar, but I tripped over a tent. You know, so things like this, they don't make a whole lot
And
of
you
sense.
probably didn't even trip
Oh,
over
yeah.
the tent.
Oh,
You just
yeah.
tripped in
Oh,
front of
yeah.
a tent,
Oh,
and that was your
yeah.
best
Oh,
bet.
I tripped on a cord that was keeping the
Attached to
tent.
the tent.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's easy to trip on. I think I've tripped on those in the middle of the night.
it screwed me up, man.
Yeah, mentally.
We almost canceled the camping trip. You know,
Why was it so bad that?
Freid. It was actually really great that you wanted to come on the podcast and everything this week. Unfortunately, we are ending here.
Okay.
So
Thank you
that's
so
the
much
last
for
part. Thank you so
watching.
much for watching, Freid. We're gonna actually need you to head out so we can, do some of the post production.
Time
Work.
to do editing.
Getting it, editing
I
in
bit my lip.
camera.
Oh.
We're going to edit the podcast in camera.
In camera,
Oh.
probably.
I'm gonna help you out.
Oh.
It's Freid the whole time.
It was Freid.
Don't break
I
my
thought it was
mask.
Lewis.
Don't break my mask.
You know I wouldn't.
You almost did.
Hey, Freid.
Welcome, Freid, to the podcast. Turns
Thanks,
out it
guys.
wasn't a
Happy to be here.
werewolf.
Freid, you got a little bit of fuzz. It's gone.
It had
Scar's
fallen
really
off.
So is this real? Is that actually a machete?
No. Tore my rotator cuff. when I
How'd
was
you do
16.
that?
Yeah.
Jerking
It's,
off.
very.
Jerking
Did
off.
a, did a bone
Jerking
come
off
out?
mad.
No, I used to play a lot of volleyball and I tore it. And I was
Wow.
also going bowling that same.
They put you in for volleyball.
Actually, I used to jump very high.
That's crazy.
I can go over the net.
You're like a little lemur or something.
It's crazy. My grandma used to
Didn't have
say
to
if
say
you play
little.
jumping sports, you'll get taller.
Well, yeah, I mean, it helps your vert.
Yeah.
That's crazy though.
Man, I kind of wish that it was a cool story like a machete. Just
Yeah.
imagine taking a machete to the shoulder, dude. That's fucked.
Dude, after all this
fucking
other
hack.
stuff that has happened in Freid's life, I just assumed it to be true.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck.
I mean, he was abducted
And he's wanted
5
by the
times.
cartel.
5
Yeah,
times.
That's true.
Yeah.
2 different ones.
Oh.
Yeah, the Santiago and the
Bubble
The Millie Bobby Browns.
The Millie Bobby Brown 13.
yeah.
and a half.
It's 13 little girls.
Freid, I need you to explain something to me because I feel like you're probably more in the know than anyone else here. Should we be worried about MS-13? Do we have a reason to worry?
You might have a reason to worry. Walking around in your flip-flops playing Pokemon Go.
Dude, I actually wandered through cartel neighborhoods.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. There's many things you should be worried about.
Come on, man.
But you just can't be living your life being worried about.
Have you ever met someone from
That's
MS-13?
I don't know.
They would never tell you.
I'd never tell you.
No, you'd
They'd
probably
never
know
tell
they
you.
have very distinct tattoos that are meant to identify them.
Yeah, because they have they're known for having a lot of tattoos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any opinions on the caravan that is headed towards the United States that seeks to destroy us?
Are they here to? I didn't know they were seeking to destroy us.
Well, it's under the guise that they're seeking asylum
Oh.
because they're running away from problems in Honduras.
Mm.
But many believe that it is funded by liberals and Democrats too.
And what do you believe?
I believe what our president tells us, and I won't change my opinion on it. Speaking of which,
I
it's
think that's
time.
respectable.
It's about time to go vote.
Yeah.
If you're not planning on voting, plan on voting.
I won't vote.
An easy way that you can learn, if you don't know already who you're planning on voting for, Vote Save America. They do the podcast over there, Pod Save America. It's a fantastic political podcast. They're left-leaning, but they're very reasonable people. So definitely go vote. This is a very quick reminder. Please, you can save Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security, and Roe vs. Wade won't get overturned.
Let's talk about some fucking scary shit, man. I want to talk about scary shit. It's Halloween.
So,
This
James and I
is
actually
Halloween.
went
This is
to
Halloween.
a Halloween party that wasn't what we thought it was going to be.
Banger.
I liked it for what it was.
Nick's party?
It was chill.
Yeah. It was chill. There was like 15, 20
There's a
people
party
there
tonight.
in a really nice place.
There's
A party
tonight.
tonight?
I went to Dia de los
Cool.
Muertos procession last night, and over in El Pueblo, over on Olvera Street, where Los Angeles apparently started. So it was they're doing it every evening. They have like a procession.
Freid.
So Nick's party.
I love Day of the Dead Skulls.
Day of the
Yeah,
Dead is
maybe.
so dope.
I have a flask, and it's Darth Vader. Freid, I'm talking to you. I have a flask, and Darth Vader's on it, and the face on the inside is a Day of the Dead Skull. Isn't that fucking cool? That was for you, dude.
That's for you, dude.
So was Nick's party on the weekday?
No, it was on the weekend.
I don't even remember.
Saturday night.
Was it?
Friday
No,
or
no.
Saturday?
I think it was on the weekday.
Saturday night.
I think it was on Saturday, yeah. Friday or
Oh, it
Saturday.
was?
Yeah.
I was about to say, if a thing's like happening on the weekday, I'll never do anything.
It wasn't Nick's party. It
You don't
was
do anything anyways.
Nick's friend's party. But they were just really nice people. Everyone just kind of hanging out in actual costume, listening to like spooky, scary music. So it wasn't like a get turned party like we thought it was going to be.
You said that it was going to be incredible.
Nick said it was going to be incredible. I was regurgitating what he said, and it was fun.
How many people ended up being there, though?
20.
20. How many people would you expect to be at a banger?
40 at least.
How about at a
At
fanger?
a banger?
40 at least for like a good banger. Doesn't have to necessarily mean 500 people, but like just everyone's turned.
I think of 100 as a banger.
100 people you know and love.
100 people and a pool. You know?
100 of your closest colleagues.
If I was ever at a party where I actually knew like all 100 people that were there, and like it was a dope thing, and everyone like knew each
That'd be
other
dope.
somewhat well, and everyone was just fucked up, good music, everyone's passing around drugs,
I actually like it
Everyone's
when I...
doing implants.
everyone's got some augmentation going on, everyone's ARing the whole thing.
I'm trying to raise my left nipple up about an inch. It's just funny.
Dude, Kim's on another level right now.
Before the podcast started, I just want to make this clear to everybody. There was about 15 minutes of Kib whispering into the mic because we can all hear each other.
I
and
was
decided-
pretending to be their subconscious.
Not
you wouldn't-
anyone else's.
And also you wouldn't hear your
Yes.
subconscious.
You were just pretending
Well,
to be
that's the
my
fun of it.
subconscious, and you
Yes.
just kept saying, "Kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself," constantly for 15 minutes. I almost did it.
I was
And we were like dealing with like technical difficulties that we were trying to figure out.
barely.
Where we needed
Jamie
to hear,
was.
where we needed to hear if there was certain things happening, and then you just kill yourself.
Jamie was, but I was
yourself.
telling Steve to kill everyone. I was like, "This is your subconscious speaking. Kill Jamie." It was very entertaining for me.
Oh, another
Did you
fat
do
bear.
more? Oh, I was
No,
about to say,
scroll
did you
down.
do only animal things again? Yes. Wait, what is this?
Pornhub.
Experienced an unexpected surge in visits during YouTube outage. Oh, that's always the case. I was trying to think of this other Pornhub story. Whatever. New Jersey
Man,
superintendent.
Man opens his eyes wider than any other has before.
Why is this such a funny time? You keep going to Huffington Post, man. What's wrong with Huffington Post? Oh, shittiest thing.
Incredibly credible.
This actually looks like it could be really funny. Should I read it?
Yeah. The superintendent.
Oh yeah. So one more time, the title is New Jersey. New Jersey pooperintendent pleads guilty to public defecation.
Let's go ahead and play that clip, Steve. Turn the volume on. First. Turn the volume on the top left, on the top left, on the top left. Restart the clip.
You're absolutely right, Kip. Thank you. Dude, you're absolutely right. And we're going to play it.
Now admits he did relieve himself. Former New Jersey school superintendent now admits he did relieve himself in a public area, but he is claiming it happened only once, and he is preparing to sue. Thomas Tramaglini resigned after he was accused of repeatedly defecating on the track at Holmdel High School.
I've heard of
He said he did it only once under the bleachers. According to his
under the
attorney,
bleachers.
Tramaglini suffers from a medical condition that affects his bowels.
Okay.
Oh.
He is filing a notice of claim against
That's
Holmdel
different.
for the accusations.
Well,
Tramaglini, the former
on
superintendent
the track,
of the Kenilworth
though.
School District,
Wait,
has
pause
been
that,
ordered to
pause
pay
that.
a $500 fine as well as court costs.
Yeah, I got a bad bowel problem. I got IBS. I got shit in the field.
Stay inside.
Go to the bathroom, idiot.
Also, if there was no
Diaper.
bathroom available, there was a forest adjacent
When would
to the field.
there?
Yes, it was right there. But he shit on the track and under the bleachers.
like there are? It's a school.
Maybe he couldn't hold it to go all the way to the
There are
So
so many buildings
hold
with so
it,
many
just
bathrooms.
hold it.
There's at
Maybe-
least
maybe
1 to
he
2
has
bathrooms
a weak sphincter.
on every single
Sammy Joe
floor.
has Crohn's, man. I know lots of people who have that. They can hold it for fucking 20 seconds and run to the forest. Sorry, go ahead, James.
There's always a forest to run to.
It's always a forest. There's gotta be.
Always a forest.
That's stupid. What an idiot.
yeah, that's so funny.
Fuck you, weirdo.
Poor
Yeah.
guy.
Maybe he's not a weirdo.
Maybe
Wait, I'm wrong.
I'm the weirdo.
Maybe he's not weird. Wait. It can't be. He's gotta be.
Okay, so that was a bust. Why is there another dude? It's Halloween episode
get
thing,
scary
and
shit.
these
We
are
get
all
trained.
poop things. Poop
Jamie,
train.
find us some
clear-
scary shit.
Boo-boo.
Whatever.
Wait, woman 23 removes belly button and gives it to her boyfriend as a present.
Oh,
okay,
Look at this catch.
Creepy,
Just the
dude.
goddamn mirror. Jesus, Jamie, is this really?
There aren't a lot of websites that have weird shit.
Just go to reddit.com/r/nottheonion.
All right.
So
Simply.
A question for everyone here. What do you guys think? Is that the most romantic thing that you could give your significant other? Or is that fucked up?
Well, she's trying to, channel Van Gogh. She's trying to do some shit like that, and it looks like she's into body modification.
Body mods?
well, there are a lot of,
What's her name?
I guess, analogies that you could, or metaphors that you could come up with, giving someone your ear, as Van Gogh did, right?
Yeah, give her an ear and
I'm
she'll-
always
that was-
listening to you. I hear you.
But wait, he was actually, wasn't he schizophrenic or something?
Oh, he was
Van
something.
Gogh?
He was something.
He had
terrible.
some actual really
Oh, yeah.
fucked up mental illness.
So on this end, what kind of metaphor could you possibly derive from giving someone your belly button?
This is represents me saying connected to you, like I
Like
was
a-
my
a
mother.
Oh
Or-
man, that sucks.
I am
What was that show?
becoming
That does
Eve
suck.
for you.
Yeah.
Huh?
What was that show?
You got it.
So there's the belly button.
So it's still kind of there. She just
No.
kind of took
No,
off
it's
the
just
skin
healing.
around.
And now she's just an innie.
Maybe
So-
she had a massive Audi and she just snipped that sucker off.
I'll read this to you guys.
What is her tattoo?
A 23-year-old woman removed her belly button and gave it to her ex-boyfriend.
X.
I wonder if it was an ex afterwards.
Let's stay connected
Body modification
as friends.
fanatic Paulina Casillas Landeros from Jalisco, Mexico,
Jalisco, Mexico.
underwent numerous surgeries such as a back corset, which involves piercings on either side of the spine and a split tongue. Oh no.
She's got one of those.
Those, yeah. By the way, did you guys know that ass implants, that surgery is one of the most dangerous surgeries you could possibly
yeah,
ever
you
go?
can die, right?
Yeah, because people keep going to Turkey where it's super cheap.
Yeah, there's a lot of like back alley, black market ass implants. There was a My Strange Addiction about it.
Huh.
Well, she later decided to remove her belly button as it is what makes us human, before giving it as a present to her boyfriend, her then boyfriend, Daniel Ramirez, in 2015. So they broke up afterwards. Understandable. But
He
following
broke
the
up with
removal,
her immediately after she gave him her fucking belly button.
Here. I can't take this.
Here.
Never again.
Goodbye forever.
But following the removal 3 years ago, she says she ultimately regrets her decision, describing it as reckless and impulsive. I don't know.
Oh, she would have a My Body, My Choice tattoo on her stomach.
My body, my
Oh,
my belly button, my choice.
Scroll
That's
away, dude.
fucked,
Scroll
dude. That's
away.
so fucked.
Scroll away.
What
Thank
the
you.
fuck, dude?
The HR intern and tourism student said, I have always had problems with my family. I was not very close to them at the time. Body modifications fascinated me. There is something very transcending about them. I was very angry. I wanted to cut all unions from everything and everyone. I wanted to dehumanize myself in a symbolic way. I wanted to do something controversial.
For what purpose?
I underwent an operation done by a professional, but he gave me very bad advice on how to take care of the trauma, so it got infected. I was suffering. I spent days in bed as if I were quarantined. I couldn't stretch, push, stand up, or even laugh. It gradually healed itself, but not 100%. It will never close entirely.
Wait,
Oh.
dude. Or even laugh. Ha.
Paulina says she wanted to dehumanize herself, obviously.
I want to see that again. Scroll up. I want to see that zoomed in. Nope, down. So, I don't... What part of it is what? What am I looking at
Why does it
here?
have a star?
Yeah, what am I looking at here?
Oh, every belly button has a different shape. It's how you tell people apart.
but you can't
It's
see it
like
until you cut it
fingerprints.
off. That makes
it's on
sense.
the inside.
Yeah, it's on the inside.
Mine, actually, I was able to see. It looks like a, one of the.
It's okay,
one of
say
the-
it.
Yeah, one of the hazard symbols.
Mine's just the Apple logo.
Well, Paulina said she wanted to give, she knew she wanted to give the body part to Daniel as an ultimate token of love. She said, I was very much in love with my then boyfriend. He supported me through many difficult times, and he is one of the most influential people in my life. It was something I did in the spur of the moment. We were young and stupid, but that's the way I felt. I put it in a small bag along with a note saying, I love you. It was very emotional. He has kept it, and he will keep it forever because he knows the meaning behind it. We are good friends now, but we will always love each other.
And it cuts to his response. Yeah. Oh, I fucking ghosted that bitch.
Yes.
Paulina says her relationship with her family has now improved. Hey, that's great.
Because of it.
Ever since she got rid of that belly button, that was the fucking...
Yeah.
That was the root of the evil in her life.
It was fucked. It was gross.
It was toxic to my body, and I needed it gone.
Even though I did it for the wrong reasons, it has now taught me I should think things through before acting, and it's a nice reminder that characterizes me.
There's a cool lesson there
Well, sure. Whatever.
that she didn't need to learn by removing her belly button.
Yeah, you
but
could just learn it from, I don't know.
I'm not so sure cool's the right word.
yeah, it was a flattering word that I used.
Kim, none of this is cool.
Are you sure? I think I might do it because it's cool. Right, Freid?
Let's get some scary shit, man.
Yeah, one more scary
I'm
one.
bored.
We don't have any
And then I
scary
got something to
ones.
say.
God damn it, Jamie.
Why is there another poop
fucking
one,
poop
Jamie?
sign.
St. Louis is covered in poop.
Dude,
And
I
it's-
think Jamie's the poop bandit of your high school.
Jamie, what are you thinking, man? What is this?
Jamie's
You have a scary story.
Jamie's
Oh,
the
Mimi
turd
posted
wizard.
that one. Did you post the other poop ones too, Mimi?
No, that was me.
So you guys both coordinated on poop posts in the podcast topics thread.
The boys will love this.
On the Halloween episode.
They love poop.
You know, we had a talk as a group
Yeah.
about not putting poop stuff in videos.
Yeah.
We just recently removed a fart joke.
Because
Exactly,
it's a
I just-
And it was
lower,
really funny.
It was
because
really
it's
funny.
a lower tier of comedy,
Yeah.
says the world, but not
Not
us.
Not us.
No, because every morning Steve walks in.
He literally shits himself every morning, and he thinks it's the funniest thing. Saves all of his farts from the drive up. He's been holding them in. His stomach's hurting. His stomach is fucking hurting for 2 hours in his car, and he's holding it in.
I gotta make it to my friends.
And then he walks into the fucking office, and in the most deranged way, he'll walk in and be like, oh. Every morning, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Just relieve yourself any other time.
Dude, I got a call from Kib recently about you were watching To Catch a Predator.
Oh, dude. Dude.
Get that out of there.
Dude.
Get that out of there. Move that out of there.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're an idiot, dude. Come on, man. Hit the fucking minimize button. You fucking freak.
Just spoiler.
Fucking 4 thumbnails or images that are going to be used.
Just blur them so the fans don't know.
Come on.
Okay, it'll be out of focus anyways.
That was great. But anyways, go ahead, Steve.
Wait, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, what were you going to talk about?
Oh, I was trying to pass that off to Kib. I was saying
Oh, I could.
I got a call from Kib because you guys, for some reason, have been watching so much To Catch a
Oh,
Predator.
yeah,
I
no,
can't
it's
stop.
the best.
I
It's
can't.
so fun.
It's so fucking funny, dude. Finally, I heard Chris Hansen say that there's humor in this. He actually said it, obviously,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he finally
What
said
do
it,
you
and I was
mean?
like, yes, he's self-aware. Fuck
So
yeah.
he knows he's really funny.
He
He
knows,
knows that it's a funny situation, like catching a predator and they're lying and like,
Yeah.
you know, like there's so much humor in that.
I don't-
That's the
yeah.
one situation where there's humor in it and degrading somebody
Totally.
because they're a fucking child predator.
They deserve it.
and it's like, hey, no one's gonna sympathize with you, bud. You can go outside now.
Somebody,
go ahead outside.
But I didn't know she was old.
she's not exactly.
Yeah,
She's not.
no.
Then everything's fine. Well,
She's 13 years old. She claimed that she was 13 years old.
I know. Is there
That's against
She's
the
not
law.
older.
That's a
It's
federal
against
crime.
the law.
Yeah, and she's not.
You're not getting what we're saying. Go ahead and
Officer,
walk
can I
out.
get that gun?
So
I have my own.
let me go ahead and say what,
shootout?
what happened. I'm watching To Catch a Predator, and then I notice one of the decoy boys who pretends to be 13 and is a theater student, and I want to say that it was Texas, but it could have been anywhere.
I think it was Orange County.
Yeah.
I think it was Ozark.
No,
Perhaps.
Riverside. It was Riverside, I think.
Yeah, and so he's preparing for the predator to walk in, and I notice and paused the video that he was wearing a sweater that said "Ooster Teeth," and I was like, "There's no way. It's got to be a coincidence. It's just some other thing, booster teeth or some bullshit. Enhance, enhance." And I'm like, it's for sure saying to me rooster teeth, and then I Google gray rooster teeth sweater, and it's a fucking rooster teeth
Dude,
sweater.
You pause the video.
And he's worn it in like 6 episodes of fucking To Catch a Predator.
You pause the video. Enhance. You were able to move whatever was blocking the R out of the way.
It just shoves him away.
It like 3D maps it and it goes,
It's so funny. It's the gray Rooster Teeth Austin, Texas.
So this is a
sweater.
this is a decoy boy.
Yeah.
He's basically an actor that plays like the decoy
the
kid.
13-year-old
Do you think
boy.
I could do that job?
No,
No.
you're too tall.
No, you'd be the predator.
You could definitely play the Predator.
Dude, I'm just so glad that show isn't fake. Actually, no, it's not.
I
fake.
don't
No,
know.
it's definitely not. Because who would take that fucking role?
And they also like in the new episodes, Hansen versus Predator, they follow them into the police sanction or
Yeah,
whatever
and
it's
they're
called, and they do
getting
the
all-
interviews and stuff. And I mean, you can obviously fake that for movies and film and TV, whatever, but it seems pretty real. So I don't know.
So it appears as though everything's real.
Yes.
From
Hell
a quick
yeah.
from a quick Google search that I didn't do any research on, and I didn't even look at any of the articles. I just confirmed it in my head that it is real. In fact,
You just Googled it and saw that it was the first one that came up. Yeah, it's real.
Just because it has a Wikipedia,
Yeah,
it's got to be real, man. I'm telling
it's
you.
gotta be real. Chris
But
Hansen.
like, that's quality content.
It's
right there.
so good.
Hey, you guys want to come over, have a few beers, watch this predator get caught? Yeah,
So
man. Why
fucking
not?
fun. Dude, I while watching that, I got into these like interrogations, most compelling interrogations. There's a 4-parter, and there's a couple people in each episode. Some of them are like 20 minutes long, and there's some like just fucking crazy interrogations of these people lying and having to pull information out of them, and they finally break down, and it's like it gave me so much anxiety to watch it, and I was like, imagine if James was watching, he'd die.
Me?
Yeah, because you get anxiety.
No, I get far less anxiety than you.
You think?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, baby.
Really?
how'd you guys like me to
Oh.
read a spooky story to you guys?
I would love to. But
Yeah,
real
please do.
quick, I want to talk about something that I've been really concerned about, Steve, and that's your dental hygiene.
Yeah, I'm concerned as fuck about
I'm
that.
so concerned about it too.
About your
each of your teeth are growing upside down.
Each
and-
more than the last, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and they also smell of a garbage
I
barge.
will not get time to spend getting my wisdom tooth out.
it's decaying inside your mouth, dude.
It is.
I think you easily just do it and then just recover.
I've been to the dentist like 12 times already. I maxed out my benefits. I got to pay out of pocket now.
Kib, it's not that simple.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Oh.
You just are too busy putting fucking felt all over your car and
And spending
playing Pokemon Go.
Sorry, it's Al Pasteur.
Sorry, I'm putting Al Roker's dead skin cells over my car.
Gross.
Is Al Roker dead?
Steve's actually putting Al Pasteur over his fucking car.
This is Al Pastor. Oh, man. Cervetica.
Yeah, down.
So you're going to say about my teeth? Bitch?
Yeah. There's something that I think you need to look into, and I'm surprised you haven't already. And that's Quip, our next sponsor.
Booyah.
I use Quip.
Thank you so much, Quip,
Not enough.
for
When I
sponsoring
do-
this episode of Beyond the Pine. One of the most important things we do for our health every day is brushing our teeth, yet most of us don't do it properly. Quip is a better electric toothbrush created by dentists and designers. It was designed to make brushing your teeth more simple, affordable, and even enjoyable. There are many ways that you can brush your teeth wrong. You could brush it for not enough, not hard enough, and those are the two reasons.
Or not at all like me.
Or not at all like Steve. Check this out, guys. Let me tell you what's so effective about Quip's electric toothbrushes. Their sensitive sonic vibrations are gentle enough on your sensitive gums to not cut your gums or make them bleed.
I can't touch them.
At the same time, successfully clean your teeth.
Do that.
If I reached back there and I tried to touch it with the bristle, it would just explode. It's at that point.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, go to the doctor.
If it's an abscess, you
Or
can
use
die.
Quip.
If it's an abscess, you can die.
Also, I wouldn't use Quip for a wisdom tooth infection. I would go to a dentist for that for sure. But it's an interesting point that you bring up about brushing too hard. A lot of people do brush too hard, and because other toothbrushes, they're either pushing down too hard, or the other sonic toothbrushes that they're using are vibrating too hard, and with the pushing, and they're just damaging their teeth, damaging their enamel, their gums. Exactly. So
I shouldn't brush at all.
No, you should just use Quip.
Oh.
Quip is truly the right amount of vibrations.
You're not going to get out of this.
Of toughness. Hold on, my lunch alarm is going off.
Eat lunch, James, and then brush your teeth with Quip.
They've also got, as far as tech goes, they've got a very cool multi-use cover mount. And it suction cups to your mirror, and you can unmount it to slide over your toothbrush for on-the-go brushing. It declutters your sink and your cabinet. You don't have to have a toothbrush holder right next to your sink. You can have a suction cup right to the mirror or the side of your cabinet, anywhere you please, depending on your feng shui of the bathroom. And they don't require a massive, clunky charger that runs for 3 months on one charge. Their toothbrushes run for 3 months on a single charge. Isn't that crazy?
So does Alyssa.
That she does. So, as you can tell, we all love Quip. Steve needs to use it more, but I know he loves it deep down. Kip and I use it all day, every day. We're constantly brushing our teeth with Quip. Freid's here.
If I were to ever brush my teeth, I would use Quip.
And that's their new slogan.
Start doing it,
dude. That's their new slogan. If I would have ever brushed my teeth, it would be with Quip.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why we love Quip, and so many other people love Quip. They're backed by over 20,000 dental professionals. It's an amazing deal. It's $25 to start out with Quip. And if you go to getquip.com/pine right now, you'll get your first refill pack for free with the Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/pine. Thank you so much, Quip.
Thanks, Quip.
For toothbrushes that give a damn.
Thank you, Quip.
Dude, what the fuck happened to you for a split second there?
I don't know.
Let's read the scary story.
That was the best thing.
Can I read
You're
it?
absolutely right, James.
Can I read it?
have it open.
Scary story time.
This is what I want to do. You can read the next one. There's another story after this.
Story.
Would you like that?
I'm waiting.
Everyone sit around.
For what?
My friends are fighting over who gets to do this.
Can someone actually provide me some creepy horror music? And actually, creepy horror music, not just some bullshit.
Got you.
No, I'm not going to.
I got you.
Thank you, Kip. Russian sleep experiment. Russian researchers in the late 1940s kept 5 people awake for 15 days using an experimental gas-based stimulant. They were kept in a sealed environment to carefully monitor their oxygen intake so the gas didn't kill them, since it was toxic in high concentrations. This was before closed-circuit cameras, so they only had microphones and 5-inch thick glass porthole-sized windows into the chamber to monitor them. The chamber was stocked with books, cots to sleep on, but no bedding, running water, and toilet, and enough dried food to last all 5 for over a month. The test subjects were political prisoners deemed enemies of the state during World War II. Oh no. Everything was fine for the first 5 days. The subjects hardly complained, having been promised, falsely, that they would be freed if they submitted to the test and did not sleep for 30 days. Their conversations and activities were monitored, and it was noted that they continued to talk about increasingly traumatic incidents in their past, and the general tone of their conversation took on a darker aspect after the 4-day mark. How long is this fucking story? Jesus!
Fuck
it.
Dude. I thought it was the length of what was open on the thing.
Same, and I was still mad about
Let's
that.
get to the end. Let's cut to the end.
And they all lived happily ever after.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
And here's the
Oh, fuck.
Here's the end. Okay, and back to the music. Have you forgotten so easily? The subject asked. We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you, begging to be free at every moment in your deepest animal mind. We are what you hide from in your beds every night. We are what you sedate in the silence and paralyze when you go into the nocturnal heaven where you cannot tread. The researcher paused, then aimed at the subject's heart and fired. The egg flatlined. Sorry, the EEG flatlined as the subject weakly choked out, "So nearly free." Thank you, Mimi, for the longest story of all time.
That was fucking vile, man. I'm so mad that was in there.
All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about...
Have you guys ever heard of...
Just kidding.
We talked about a couple of urban legends. You guys ever heard of the is it the lick, the hand lick story?
No.
Before we
What's
go
the
on
hand
with that, who posted the Anansi's Goat Man story?
Me.
Is it a long one?
I don't know.
It's a fandom, so yes.
Cool, we're going to go to r/no sleep.
I read that every night.
It's great. Now, what were you saying? Sorry.
So there is a...
Have you ever forgotten your phone?
There is a theory, not a theory, an urban legend called I think it's called like the hand lick legend, and so it goes as such. A teenage girl is home alone over the weekend. Her parents went out that night. They said they were going to be out late. Some event. I don't know. She wasn't really paying attention. She decided to have a nice, quiet, relaxing night. Watching movies in her bedroom. Her beautiful, loyal German Shepherd laying on the bed, on the floor next to her bed.
Orf.
Staying next to her, as he always did.
Pet me, you fucking bitch.
And he always would. She's Netflixing and chilling with herself until she gently and relaxingly drifts off to sleep. Let's keep with the music, guys. Now, something I should mention. Her dog would always lay by her bed when she would sleep. And she was keen on hanging her arm over the bed while she fell asleep. Part of her habit, her routine. And from time to time, the dog would lick the hand. And she knew that he was still there. Back to this night. She has a terrible dream. In the dream, she's running. Kill yourself. And she can't seem to get out of this maze-like house that she's trapped in. Every turn she takes just leads to a longer hallway and another turn. And another turn and another turn. No windows. She can't find a way out. She finally, after running for so long, gets to a dead end. Turns around and bah! She wakes up. Now she's in still a half-asleep state, but she's panicking. Her heart's racing, but she's still not quite awake. That's very loud. But she feels the licking on her hand, and she knows that everything's okay. So she lays back down and falls asleep. Now, she hears a loud crash, which wakes her up. And she gets up and notices that the dog's not laying next to her. Oh no. So she gets up and looks around. Her parents still aren't home.
Where's my fucking dog?
She's looking around and she hears a dripping noise. She can tell that it's coming from the shower in the bathroom. She goes into the bathroom and turns the light on to find the dog hanging from the shower curtain. Help! Dead. Dripping blood all over the entire kitchen. She screams. She can't believe what she's seeing. Her dog, her loyal dog, her best friend is dead.
Oh, no!
Runs back into her bedroom, shuts the door, locks it, grabs her phone, opens Tinder. 10 swipes to the left. They're all ugly. Puts the phone away.
Never mind.
And on the ground where her dog was laying, she sees a note. She picks the note up and sees written on there. It says, "You taste good."
Man, that was tough to keep up.
Did you actually come up with that?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I just like improv the entire thing, but that's actually based on like I forget all the details.
I knew
of it.
the licking wasn't the dog from the
Question.
second that it was in the bed.
From the second that it was called the hand lick.
Question for you guys about something spooky, and we've probably talked about it, but I want to hear again if any of you have ever experienced sleep paralysis,
Yes.
because that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, dude. I
Like,
told you guys
actually?
about that on the last. It was either the last podcast or the one before that.
I don't. Did you?
No.
Yeah, where I said that I had a. Because you remember when my house in Wisconsin was broken into?
No.
And there was a person. Yeah, I definitely mentioned that. Jamie, you remember that, right?
No.
Okay, so my friends and I got back home, and from I don't know, we were at some fair in Wisconsin, and we got there first, but we thought that we didn't know that we got there first because there were two groups, two cars. So we got there first. There was someone in the window. We just assumed it was the other part of the group.
Just a shadow, or like what did you see of that person?
Just a shadow.
Okay.
Up in the window. They moved. We enter the house. Or no, we get out of the car, realize who the fuck's in the house. There's no one else here. We wait for them to get there. We go into the house. Back patio doors open. We call the police.
Wow.
While we're waiting for the police to arrive, there's our car alarm goes
This
off.
was Zach and Tyson, right?
Yeah, the car alarm goes off. So we try to go out there and scare whoever's out there, like, yeah, son of a bitch. Who could have started the car alarm when we're all inside? That's ridiculously weird.
Yeah.
They have dogs that come out and search the woods behind us. Nothing. But one of the nights before that, I had a sleep paralysis moment where I envisioned someone standing over me, but it felt so real that after this house thing happened, I started thinking, what if that was actually a person?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was real, or did you have sleep
I think it was
paralysis?
sleep paralysis.
Just coincidentally, though, the day before?
It wasn't the day before. It was like a couple weeks
Do
or
you
so.
guys,
Yeah.
you know, the idea of like precognition and stuff like that, and a lot of like ideas about that is that dreams like have a lot of like precognition in them, and you can actually like, but it's very hard to remember dreams and like understand them and analyze dreams accurately because
So
it's
we
all
feel deja
subconscious.
vu?
Yeah, potentially. But like I've heard that theory that like precognition is like dreams and precognition are two things that are like kind of related.
I don't
But
believe that.
that reminds me of another story that I actually read on r/no sleep, and it was pretty short. And it was like, you know, this kid was asleep. I don't know, kid like teenager or whatever, and he would always sleep with he'd have the TV on mute to get like the flashing of the lights and stuff, and then he would put his like sheet over his like face, and like he would fall asleep like that with the sheet over his face.
Oh, I do
So
that too, kinda.
so he's asleep one night, and he kind of like wakes up from a dream. He's in like a half dream, half awake state, and he can hear just like and feel that presence of somebody just like at the foot of his bed or sitting down, and he hears like the of a wooden chair, like a creaking of like sitting down in a wooden chair that he has like at his desk.
That's
right?
terrifying.
And so, but he has the sheet over his head, and he's just there, and he's like hearing it, and just like the creaking and shit, and just like breathing in like a normal, like just the presence of a person, right? And then he
hears the breathing.
he hears like not like loud, but just like normal
That's
breathing,
so
but it's like
fucking
silent in the room.
Awful.
And he's just there with the blanket over his face and hearing that, and then he I don't remember if he ended up falling asleep again because he thought he was just like, you know, imagining it or whatever, or if like he heard somebody get up and walk away. Oh no, he did. He heard somebody get up out of the chair and like not like, but like slow, like quietly, normally kind of like walk out and then down the stairs and out the front door. And I think like the alarm went off or something of like the front door, which woke everyone up. And he like busted up, and there was a note next to his like on his nightstand that said like, why, like, dude, the creepy shit. It was like, wow, you look so cute when you sleep or something like that. Like, I knew you were awake. Good thing you didn't take the covers off, girl. I would have cut your fucking head off.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Jesus. How did he get through the house without an alarm or with the alarm system? That's crazy.
Maybe that was like, he could easily get in without the alarm going off.
Did he have
but
siblings?
then like maybe he wanted that
Maybe
to
he
happen,
was
you know,
already
like
inside
to
hiding
leave
for
with the
hours.
alarm.
Yo,
the note came
he
from
was
inside
in for
the
like
house.
all day or
All
something.
day,
Creepy.
Just waiting.
I have a story. It's called Autopilot. And once again, this is on r/no sleep. So basically,
Have you ever forgotten
we're
your
recreating
phone?
the our no sleep podcast because there is a no sleep podcast that I listen to frequently, and I think they just pull
When
stories
did you
from no sleep.
realize you've forgotten it? I'm guessing you didn't just
Oh, you can't read
smack
that from
your
here?
forehead and exclaim,
yeah.
damn.
Apropos.
Did you want to read this one?
No, I'm totally kidding. Go ahead.
Okay. Would you like
There's a shorter one next.
Would you like to? This is actually kind of short, but would you like to do the music for it?
I'm tired of doing the music.
Yeah,
Then would you want to read it?
I'll read the next one. I
Okay.
feel like this is going to be good.
So this story's called Autopilot. Have you ever forgotten your phone? When did you realize you'd forgotten it? I'm guessing you didn't just smack your forehead and exclaim, "Damn," apropos to nothing. The realization probably didn't dawn on you spontaneously. More likely, you reached for your phone, pawing open your pocket or handbag, and were momentarily confused by it not being there. Then you did a mental re-step of the morning's events. Shit. In my case, my phone's alarm woke me up as normal, but I realized the battery was lower than I expected. It was a new phone, and it had this annoying habit of leaving applications running that drained the battery overnight. So, I put it on to charge while I showered, instead of into my bag like normal. It was a momentary slip from the routine, but that was all it took. Once in the shower, my brain got back into the routine it follows every morning, and that was it. Forgotten.
The end.
This wasn't just me being clumsy, as I later researched. This is a recognized brain function. Your brain doesn't just work on one level, it works on many. Like when you're walking somewhere, you think about your destination and avoiding hazards, but you don't need to think about keeping your legs moving properly. If you did, the entire world would turn into one massive, hilarious QWOP cosplay. Great joke. I wasn't thinking about regulating my breathing. I was thinking whether I should grab a coffee on the drive to work. I did. I wasn't thinking about moving my breakfast through my intestines. Ew. I wasn't wondering whether I'd finish on time to pick up my daughter. Hold on, bitch, I gotta come. Emily from nursery after work, or get stuck with another late fee. This is the thing. There's a level of your brain that just deals with routine, so that the rest of the brain can think about other things. Is this almost over? Jesus fucking what? Dude, this is the longest one ever. Why is this
I'm so
why do you
glad I
keep
didn't
doing this,
choose
you guys?
Read to finish something.
Let's read it to finish.
To finish it, really?
Yeah, might as well.
God damn it.
It's Halloween, baby.
Okay, fine. Okay,
We can take
Think about
turns
it.
reading it.
Think about your last commute.
think about it.
What do you actually remember?
Are you reading it now? What's going
No,
on?
go ahead.
Think about it. Think about your last commute. What do you actually remember? Little, if anything, probably. Most common journeys blur into one, and recalling anyone in particular is scientifically proven to be difficult. Do something often enough and it becomes routine. Keep doing it and it stops being processed by the thinking bit of the brain and gets relegated to a part of the brain dedicated to dealing with routine. Your brain keeps doing it without you thinking about it. Soon, you think about your route to work as much as you do keeping your legs moving when you walk, as in not at all. Most people call it autopilot, but there's danger there. If you have a break in your routine, your ability to remember and account for the break is only as good as your ability to stop your brain going into routine mode. My ability to remember my phone being on the counter is only as reliable as my ability to stop my brain entering morning routine mode, which would dictate that my phone is actually in my bag. But I didn't stop my brain entering routine mode. I got in the shower as normal, routine started, exception forgotten. Autopilot engaged. My brain was back in routine. I showered, I shaved, I shitted, I farted, I camed. The radio forecast amazing weather. I gave Emily her breakfast and loaded her into the car. She was so adorable that morning. She complained about the bad sun in the morning blinded her, saying it stopped her having a little sleep on the way to the nursery. Shut up, bitch, and left. That was the routine. It didn't matter that my phone was on the counter, charging silently. My brain was in the routine, and in the routine, my phone was in my bag. This is why I forgot about my phone. Not clumsiness, not negligence, nothing more. My brain entering routine mode and overriding the exception. Autopilot engaged. Is this boring?
No,
I feel like this is boring.
No, I want to know where this is going.
Okay.
We've invested all this time into it.
Fine. I left for work. It's a swelteringly hot day already. The bad sun had been burning since before my traitorously absent phone woke me. The steering wheel was burning hot to touch when I sat down. I think I heard Emily shift over behind my driver's seat to get out of the glare. But I got to work, submitted the report, attended the morning meeting. It's not until I took a quick coffee break and reached for my phone that the illusion shattered. I did a mental re-step. I remembered the dying battery. I remembered putting it onto charge. I remembered leaving it there. My phone was on the counter. Autopilot disengaged. Again, therein lies the danger. Until you have that moment, the moment you reach for your phone and shatter the illusion the part of the brain is still in routine mode. It has no reason to question the facts of the routine. That's why it's a routine. Attrition of repetition. It's not as if anyone could say, why didn't you remember your phone? Didn't it occur to you? How could you forget? You must be negligent. This is to miss the point. My brain was telling me the routine was completed as normal, despite the fact that it wasn't. It wasn't that I forgot my phone. According to my brain, according to this routine, my phone was in my bag. Why would I think to question it? Why would I check? Why would I suddenly remember out of nowhere that my phone was on the counter? My brain was wired into the routine, and the routine was that my phone was in the bag. Stop fucking saying my phone is in the bag, dude.
It's part of it.
I know.
Just do it.
The day continued to bake. The morning haze gave way to the relentless fever of heat of the afternoon. Tarmac bubbled. The direct beams of heat threatened to crack the pavement. People swapped coffees for iced smoothies. Jackets discarded, sleeves rolled up, ties loosened, brows mopped. The parks slowly filled with sunbathers and barbecues. Window frames threatened to warp. The thermometer continued to swell. Thank fuck the offices were air-conditioned. But as ever, the furnace of the day gave way to a cooler evening. Another day, another dollar. Still cursing myself for forgetting my phone, I drove home. The day's heat had baked the inside of the car, releasing a horrible smell from somewhere. When I arrived on the driveway, the stones crunching comfortably under my tires, my wife greeted me at the door.
Where's Emily?
Fuck. As if the phone wasn't bad enough, after everything I'd left Emily at the fucking nursery after all. I immediately sped back to the nursery. I got to the door and started practicing my excuses, wondering vainly if I could charm my way out of a late fee. I saw a piece of paper stuck to the door.
Due to vandalism overnight, please use the side door, today only.
Overnight? What? The door was fine this morning. I froze. My knees shook. Vandals. A change in the routine. My phone was on the counter.
Oh.
I hadn't been here this morning. My phone was on the counter. I'd driven past because I was drinking my coffee. I'd not dropped off Emily. My phone was on the counter. She'd moved her seat. I hadn't seen her in the mirror. My phone was on the counter. She'd fallen asleep out of the bad sun. She didn't speak when I drove past her nursery. My phone was on the counter. She changed the routine. My phone was on the counter. She changed the routine and I'd forgotten to drop her off. My phone was on the counter. 9 hours. That car. That baking sun. No air, no water, no power, no help. That heat. A steering wheel too hot to touch. That smell. I walked to the car door. Numb. Shock. I opened the door. My phone was on the counter. And my daughter was dead. Autopilot disengaged.
That was good.
Fuck.
That was really good.
That was a good
Dude,
story.
when I like noticed it, I was like, I got like Hereditary flashbacks.
Oh yeah.
Of like that, just the most
So
unforgiving, hopeless. Like this is a fact now.
Yeah, like when he starts to realize it.
Yep.
My phone was on the counter. My phone was on the counter.
That's
crazy.
a really great story.
That was a really
Damn, and that's
well
that is by
Mick Jagger.
user Scarjo. Skarjo.
Good
Great
job,
story, Scarjo.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Submitted 5
I'm
years
so sorry
ago.
if that happened to you.
I'm sure the story's been told time and time again, but it's a nice one. Thank you for
It's
picking
a
that.
nice story. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, wholesome. You know?
It's a nice story. Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about a story that I had happen to me.
Oh yeah.
It was a cold winter day. July. In Canada. 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm freezing. One night, I get out of bed, check my phone. I have a text message from an unknown caller. The area code seems to be unfamiliar to me. I text back as you would. Who's this? Sorry, I got a new number to check myself in case they expected me to have the number. Ding. For 5 minutes, I didn't get a text back, so I walked downstairs and I opened the fridge. Even colder. Freezing. I have a glass of water. My phone lights up. Bzz. I pick up my phone and look at the text message. It's from the unknown number. It says, "Come outside." And I immediately stopped breathing for a moment. And then I thought to myself, the way that was texted to me, the way that was communicated, was as though someone is outside waiting for me. I down the water, put the phone down, walk to my front door and look out the window. I peer into my driveway. The lights are off. I looked to the left of me where the switch was that controlled the lights of the driveway. On. I really got scared then. I look back outside, pick up my phone, turn on the flashlight, trying to see if I could spot anything. Nothing. Just my car in the driveway. And then I noticed I could see through the front and back windshield as the car was parked directly in front of me. And I saw a black figure, skater, standing behind the car. It moved downward behind the car so I could no longer see it. I started to panic, thinking, what was this figure skater doing outside my house at this hour? And at all. I dared myself to do one thing. One of two things. Go outside or stay inside. Go back to bed.
Forget
No.
this ever happened.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't go to sleep knowing that there was a figure skater behind my car. So I grabbed my weapon. It's a snake. I grabbed my snake. He's trained to attack with hand signals. He's blind. So my luck of him attacking the potential enemy is very slim. It's also dark out, so if he had a moment where he could see, it was unlikely that he'd be able to. I wrapped the snake around my arm, make myself look like Thanos. I loved him. He was my hero. Now channeling Thanos, having my infinity snake gauntlet, I open the door. I take 2 steps outside. The wind's blowing. It's snowing on a nice summer night. I walk in front of the car, hoping that that figure skater left. I walk beside the car, turn my flashlight on, turn it off again. I didn't need it. I could see in the dark. I poked my head over the back of the car to see what shocked me. The figure skater, bent over, going to town on herself. I then, in a momentary lapse, forgot that I had the snake attached to my arm and went to help her up. The snake had an amazing 1 in a million chance to be able to see in that moment. And I'd forgotten. It's not blind at all. I accidentally did the secret hand motion that I taught the snake, which was, to the ordinary eye, just a handshake. So when I went to reach to help the figure skater up, who looked dangerous, the snake attacked, biting both my testicles. And here I am in the hospital. I'm dying.
Officer. That's a statement.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Can I tell one?
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
let's
you.
hit old Robin Hood. Why don't we?
Oh yeah, shit. Speaking of
So while you do that,
testicles,
He's getting some mescaline.
now that story was brought to you by my favorite stock trading app and cryptocurrency trading app, Robinhood. Robinhood, thank you so much for sponsoring the podcast. Robinhood is a free investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptocurrencies, all commission free. Now, it's actually absolutely amazing. Last time we talked about this, I had some experience using it. Now I have a lot of experience using it. They strive to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy, Steve. They have non-intimidating ways for stock market newcomers to invest for the first time with true confidence.
I'm a stock market newcomer, real quick.
You are.
I got the app. I put like $100 into it.
Yeah.
And I froze. I did not know what to put my money in.
Now, that is an issue that a lot of people can have on any stock trading app because you're dealing with your own money and you don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, with this app, there are no commission fees or anything like that on each trade. You can just go ahead and you can do some research on the stocks. There's recommended stocks, popular stocks, things like that. So you can just go ahead and start trading, and there's no fees. So you can pull your money out at any time and keep all your profits. They have a simple and intuitive, clear design with data presented in the easiest to digest way. So spend a little time on that app, Steve, and in no time, you'll be ready to start trading. Other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, making you have to be much more careful with what you want to do. It's a lot harder to day trade because day traders will do multiple trades, buying low, selling, high, but they have to take into consideration that $10 fee. So if they're not going to make at least $10 on that trade,
then it's pointless.
And that's not the case on Robinhood. Robinhood doesn't charge commission fees on trade stocks, and you keep all of your profits. It's easy to use. It's easy to understand.
What is it?
It's easy to use and it's easy to understand, okay?
Well, which one?
Their
Both?
charts and marketing data place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone, dude. 4 taps. Robinhood web platform also lets you view stock collections, 100 most popular sectors like entertainment and social media, and curated categories like female CEOs and analyst ratings of buy, hold, sell for every stock. Learn by doing. Learn how to invest as you build your portfolio, discover new stocks, and track your favorite companies with personalized news feeds. Custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right moment to invest. It's incredibly important because, let me tell you, if you don't have those notifications set, and you're day trading specifically, or at any time, baby, you're going to lose money.
Ooh.
You're not going to hit that buy or sell at the right time.
Now, how much money are we talking? How much money could be making from this?
Million.
It depends on how much money you have to put in, but you can make...
Say I got $100 put in, how much do you think I'm going to get out?
Well, no joke, by barely doing any trades. I did a couple researches of my own. I invested in this ETF, I think they're called ETF. And in like a week from putting like $80 in, I made, I think, $7 profit.
So you
and I cashed out.
All I got to do is do a couple researches, and then I can make $7,800.
Exactly. You could totally do that depending on how much you put down.
That's reasonable.
Now, Robinhood is giving listeners a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. So sign up at beyond.robinhood.com. That's beyond.robinhood.com, baby. Thank you, Robinhood. You are the easiest and most affordable app or platform to trade. Hands down, I mean it.
That being said, I don't think they must listen to this podcast because taking the word beyond for the sponsored link seems like not the word that most sponsors
No,
take.
it should have been Pine, but in this case, it's Beyond.
And also beyond.robinhood.com sounds like another website.
A different
It sounds like a
website,
backstory for Robinhood lore.
Yeah, or like
Beyond Robinhood.
behind like the crimes of the company.
It's a conspiracy theory on Robinhood.
He wasn't really a guy.
He was the rich. And he stole from the poor. After all.
Robin Hood? Robert De Niro?
Rob Derek? Never heard of it? Okay.
They're one and the same.
Robin who? Do you guys have any other scary
You
things?
said you had a thing, right?
I was gonna tell a story, but I think we should wrap this up.
Oh, dude, do your bullshit.
Yeah, scary.
Come on,
No,
give me
it's just gonna be an improv one.
You
I don't
gotta
feel like
scary one?
improv a story.
Oh man, I was
Later?
really excited for you to just do it.
Well,
Could you
let's
just make a short one, please?
Listen,
Just-
Steve.
Yeah.
Because we always talk over every single guest, every podcast. Freid, let's give you the floor just to, if you have anything you want to talk about. You want to tell us
I want
anything
you to
you're
tell me
doing as
about,
friends, just whatever you're up
How
to.
sad you are that the Dodgers are losing.
Not that sad. I mean, it's, sucks if they're down.
Did you expect it?
Well, it's Halloween. The World Series is over, or it's not. I don't know.
Do you listen to Tiger Belly podcast?
I love Tiger Belly.
He, I forgot his name.
Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee, easily. There's a player on the Dodgers called Puig.
Yasiel Puig.
Didn't know his name, called him Puke.
No.
Puke. Yasiel Puke.
The puke one.
Who's that pukey guy? You're fucking puking all over the place. Hey, pukey, pass me the ball.
Free. What's new in your world? What are you
Yeah,
What are
man.
you focused on right now? You watch anything good? You focus on anything politically? Science. You know, I've been reading about the Marianas Trench lately.
Yeah, I love the Marianas Trench.
Oh yeah, I haven't read that yet. You want to send me a link sometime? I'll read it sometime
Totally.
too. Okay.
I got
okay.
you.
What's going on in the world of Farid?
What's going on in the
Yeah.
world of
You know, we
Farid?
see all the time in the office. We never really, get a full backstory about what you're interested in.
Work is coming along well, day by day, learning more.
Interests, hobbies. What's
Interest,
going on?
hobbies. So I have
Fuck.
been, I have been spending some time the last 5 weeks or so, just meeting new people, making new friends, learning about different cultures. I've been spending a lot more time in Koreatown and Little Tokyo.
Hell yeah.
You should come to Sawtell sometime.
You've been to Shinsengumi?
There's some. You should go to Tatsu. It's my favorite fucking ramen place, man.
I was at Daikukuya
Oh yeah, that's the
a couple
one.
Sundays ago.
It's just like down
I
the street.
go and have ramen at least once a week.
Dude, good ass ramen is fucked. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Have you been to Shinsengumi?
No, we should send me.
Shits and poo in me.
It's in Little Tokyo. There's no
Oh, it is.
reservation. You just go in and you just
Wait.
pray.
You want to go for lunch right now?
Hey, you guys want to get ramen?
No, I want to get Cervetica though.
Oh.
Farid.
Oh, Soretica.
Dude.
I had some steak. And then also I've been spending time. There's a charter school not too far from here. So
You learning
I've been
how to
working
sail?
with some high schoolers starting their own program, mentoring middle schoolers.
Cool.
I'm involved with the team there about twice.
That really puts it.
I'm gonna be an uncle soon.
So if you don't
really,
Might be an uncle.
congrats,
What?
buddy.
Thanks. Yeah.
Fuck
Your
yeah.
sister
Yeah.
is having a kid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bring that little shit over here, man. I want to
will.
play tic tac toe.
Dude, you're not only going to be the best uncle, but the best dad. Farid's going to be such a dope
Oh,
dad.
I agree.
I don't know about that.
No, you will.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I
Freid,
would-
Freid beats his
Well, I
kids.
love my
Here are
dad.
the qualities.
Freid
Here are the
beats his kids.
qualities about Freid that's going to make him a great father. Patient,
Yes.
understanding, open-minded.
What if that's just a ruse?
It's willing.
The shittiest person.
Rich.
Such a. Yeah. Right.
What, dude? Just filthy rich. Freid. It's gonna be a great
More like
dad.
filthy.
Farid, I want to test something with you to test your fatherly abilities.
Uh-oh.
Pretend I'm your son.
First of all, fatherly abilities. That freaking story, dude. You got a kid. You have a kid. It came from you. Part of it.
Oh, that he forgot his
And you
fucking
forgot your
child?
kid over a cell phone?
Dude.
Your kid.
Well, he also forgot the cell phone. He was just having a fucking
Also-
bad day.
I'm sure it's just a
Christ.
story.
What?
I said, I'm
So-
sure it's just a
Actually, no.
story.
Sadly, these. I
I
remember a
think
news
some of them
report
should
that
be, like might be real. but
went
I'm-
to the grocery
has
store,
happened
forgot
before
my
for
kids in
sure.
the back. Some hot summer day, came back.
Oh yeah,
it's
that
got
shit happens. Yeah,
third-degree
that's
burns.
fucked.
Now, Farid,
You got a kid.
I'm your son. It's that simple.
No,
in
Steve,
fact, you know
you
what?
have
We're-
a dad.
In fact, we're all your kids.
Okay.
Okay. We're all.
I have a friend of mine who says, "How are your
How old
kids?"
are we?
You're 5 years old. You're the young one of the group. You're. What do you want to be? You're 5 years old. You're the young one of the group,
You're 12, hitting
Do you wanna be
puberty,
older then?
dude.
and I'm
Hormones
baby
flying.
Steve.
So we're all babies.
No, you're old enough to talk. You somehow learned.
Dad, make a pee pee on my fucking poo poo.
Now our issue is that we all got into vaping.
Even newborn.
You're gonna handle this situation with class.
Okay, you're a baby. You don't know what the fuck he's gonna handle the situation, man. He's just gonna handle it.
I'm not a baby when I don't do the baby
You're
voice.
a baby.
So
I'm
hold up.
5.
Who are my two vape
Respect
kids?
your elders.
These two.
We're all vape kids, dude. Okay, just them or vape.
All right. First of all, you're not gonna vape because I'm gonna have the
Papa.
vape pen away from you. That's done. I'll just like
Papa.
strap you on my chest. You won't vape anymore.
Easy. Done.
Done. The 5-year-old, I'm guessing he's learning it from the 12-year-old. I have this 12-year-old son, right, who's vaping.
Shut up.
Here's the. First of all, we would sit down and watch some videos.
Just do it. Reenact it right now.
James. So I found this vape pen.
Don't take it.
I was wondering.
What?
He's very defensive.
I just honestly want to know more about. First of all, I don't know if my kid would say what like that to me because I'd have better communication skills.
Okay,
with him.
pretend now they're
Whatever.
saying
When he's
racial
12 years
slurs.
old.
Whatever. Dad, why are you trying to take my jewel? Everyone at school is smoking it. It's only 50
All
Nick.
right, yo, check it out.
Poo-poo.
Here's the deal: you can smoke at home, but you can't smoke outside.
You would allow a 12-year-old to smoke.
You want to
At home.
smoke? You're gonna sit down with me and learn about the effects of
And you're
smoking.
going to smoke the whole thing in front of me.
And if you want to sit down every day and smoke at home, but you can't smoke outside. If
And
you
I'm not
smoke
gonna pay for your
outside-
medical bills.
If you smoke outside, you can't smoke again.
So he
Yeah.
can only smoke inside?
You can only smoke inside the house in my presence.
Oh, that's fucking dope. He'll just be hanging out with you all the
Yeah,
time.
that's right.
Wow.
And if your friends want to come over too, they can, if their parents are cool with it.
Fuck, dude.
Dude, my dad's so good.
My dad make me vape.
Hey, but the 5-year-old Clay can't smoke.
I fucking hate him anyways.
Learn
I
about
tried to
it.
feed him to the dog last night.
That's stupid.
Wow.
Well, that's, I think, the end of the Halloween special.
Dude, what is this?
Have a great time
You guys are
trick-or-treating,
great.
guys.
Make sure to
I'm
follow
so
us
excited.
on our social media, everybody.
Make sure you don't have like pieces of switchblade inside your candy. Check them beforehand.
Is that a real thing?
Truly. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
it
I'm
had
so excited
happened.
for the
or
first...
any like poison or like diarrhea medicine.
Thanks so much for
Give you the
watching,
runs,
guys.
Laxatives.
Make sure to follow us on our social medias at officialsp7 on Twitter and Instagram, and also follow us individually. Thanks for watching. We got merch out that helps support the show so much. Check out Rich Teeth first, and we love you. And let's hear what James
Episode 2
is
of
excited
Mind of
about.
Steven Septic is airing on Saturday, November 3rd.
The mind
What are you excited about, James?
of Steve.
I think
You
it's
get the
about-
last words.
Also, big thanks to our sponsor for the episode, Robinhood, Stitch Fix, and Quip. Without you guys, we would be nothing. And without me, you guys are nothing. So thank you guys for watching. This has been episode 62 of Beyond the Pine. We'll see you guys next week.
Hasta la próxima.
Big B. Hey, boys.
Yeah.
I have a short question for you. Now, this is a question that I don't think there will be any negative
I
repercussions
always,
for.
as you're opening it, I was looking at it, and then I'm just like, oh, fuck.
So,
I'm gonna play
even
this.
Kib, whatever he says, I don't think should matter for this one.
Great.
That's fine. Yeah,
so,
yeah.
opinions on furries.
I shouldn't have sat next to.
Not a big fan.